Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday from Puerto Vallarta. Give me a like and a subscribe, and let's get started. So I want to let you know that this week we've got a blog post coming out about all the things we did in Puerto Vallarta, including the medical expenses and all those things. So make sure you follow along for that. If you're not subscribed to our newsletter, just drop a little note down below with your email, or I can reach out to you and get your email. We'll get you subscribed. Also, we'll post it on our Facebook page. If you're not on our Facebook page, EatWalkLearn, or our Facebook group, EatWalkLearn Nomads, like us there, and you can get a link to the newsletter there. So here we go. Last week we were kind of in our last week of Puerto Vallarta, so we finished up all of our medical stuff. I finished up all of my physical therapy at my therapist. At $22 an hour for physical therapy. My knee feels fantastic. We're back to hiking. Steve finished up on his dental work, and we got to finally had some time to get to enjoy Puerto Vallarta. So one of the first things we did was we went for a hike along the beach. There's all these inlets with kind of rock projections sticking out. So you walk the inlet, then you climb up over the rock, then you walk the inlet, you climb up over the rock. So we did that. Had a beautiful day enjoying the beautiful beaches of Puerto Vallarta. Next day, we went up to Sayulita, took the bus. It cost us about $5 to take a 90-minute, $5 both total, to take a 90-minute bus ride up to Sayulita, which if you're a Bachelor in Paradise fan, that's where they shoot Bachelor in Paradise. Thanks, Lori Morgan, for reminding me of that. And had a wonderful day. Walked along the beach, had some food. We got massages on the beach. They were $17, and just really enjoyed this cute, hip town. Totally love it. Could come back and spend a week in there for sure. Then let's see. We had a date night out in Puerto Vallarta. Went to our favorite restaurant called Pellizcadas, which means little pinch. And there, for a whopping 70 pesos, that's $3.50 total, we had quesadillas, dinner for two. They have these consuelas, which all these wonderful flavors inside, and had a fabulous dinner there. So that's kind of down just a little bit north of the romantic zone. If you guys are in Puerto Vallarta, stop by Pellizcadas. Let's see, what else? Oh, I got my hair cut, as you can tell. Thank you, Eden, for the recommendation for the hairdresser. That cost me $15, and so I tipped her $10 for this crazy. It's crazy what things cost down here. Anyway, you can see in the pictures how my hair looked when we finished. That was after a lot of product and 20 minutes of blow drying. It will probably never look like that again, but thank you to the 269 people who liked and commented on my Facebook page about my haircut. So thank you for that. We also finally got to really feel like we were contributing to Puerto Vallarta. You know, last week we had volunteered at the Vallarta Abuelas at their market where we had run the cash box. They asked us to come back to the actual house where the kids come after school. It's kind of a catch-all for kids, that these kids are in a lot of poverty, and a lot of them just live in a little room with their 10 other brothers and sisters and have nothing else to do in the dark room with maybe a little bit of electricity. So they come to the house and hang out. There's games to play, and they asked us to come, and they have a little computer lab. People had donated different laptops, and so Steve fixed some of those, and we installed some typing programs, and the kids were learning how to type. So picking up a skill, that was a lot of fun. And once we showed the kids how to get on the computer, they were off and running. They're smart little kids. So we did that, and then also I got the chance to work with a little 5-year-old girl who doesn't have a lot of language development because she just doesn't talk a lot. There's no one sitting and talking with her. So they just asked me to talk with her. I got a chance to use my Spanish, which was great, and she did a little picture, and we did some Legos, and we talked about princesses and kings and weddings and dresses and things like that. So La Boda is a wedding, so I learned that this weekend. And that's, we also had, on our date night, I forgot to mention that we walked along the Malecon and we got to see the flying men, the papalantas. I don't think I have that right. These are men that climb up to a pole, they get to the top, and then they drop a rope, and then they go down the rope and swing around and play music the entire time. So it only lasts maybe 5 minutes max, but it's a neat show to catch. So nice time on the Malecon down in Puerto Vallarta. So this week we finish up our stay in Puerto Vallarta, one more doctor's appointment, we're meeting with some friends, and then we're going on a house tour we made a donation. I'll tell you about that next week. And we're headed off to the Yucatan to a little town called Akumal, which is south of Playa del Carmen near Cancun. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to watch for that post. I hope you have a fantastic week, and we will see you next week from Cancun.